Hi there, I'm Brian Whitmore, Director of the Russia program here at SIPA, and this is a vertical video. So don't look now, but it appears the Kremlin is about to declare war on Khachapuri and Hinkali. And for those of you who have not had the pleasure of tasting these wonderful and iconic staples of Georgian cuisine, Khachapuri is a flat and savory pastry filled with cheese, and Hinkali is a large, soupy, and spicy meat dumpling. Russia's Communist Party has formally asked Rospotrebnadzor, the Russian Consumer Protection Agency, to require restaurants to rechristen Khachapuri with the Russian name Pishka and to rebrand Hinkali as Pelmeni. Call it Russia's culinary hybrid war on Georgia. Weaponized pastry and dumplings. What's next? Little green chefs? Now, this is both silly and serious at the same time. It's silly because, well, it's wrong. Khachapuri, which comes in an assortment of regional variants across Georgia, is certainly not pishka, which is a deep-fried donut filled with custard or jam. And while Hinkali and pelmeni are both dumplings, that's basically where the similarity ends. But this is serious because, albeit absurd, it is another example of the Russian authorities perpetuating the myth that former Soviet republics like Georgia don't have any worthwhile history, culture, or cuisine of their own that is separate from Russia. It reflects the colonial attitude that drives Moscow's policy toward its neighbors. And it came just days after Vladimir Putin launched into a factually challenged tirade about Georgian history, in which the Kremlin leader incorrectly claimed, among other things, that the Russian-occupied Abkhazia and Skingvali regions are not legitimate parts of Georgia, and that Georgia, during its brief period as an independent state from 1918 to 1921, committed genocide against the Abkhaz. The obsession with Georgia by the Kremlin and its surrogates shows us two things. It shows us that the Putin regime is anxious after being caught off guard by the wave of protests in Tbilisi and other cities against Russian meddling in Georgia's affairs. Georgia's overwhelmingly pro-Western society and its vibrant civil society are pushing back against the Kremlin's long-term plans to erode Georgia's sovereignty. But this obsession with Georgia also shows us that while Moscow may have been caught off guard by Tbilisi's Summer of Civic Awakening, the Kremlin is now preparing its response. And friends of Georgia need to be vigilant. Watch this space. Keep telling us what you think on Twitter and on Facebook. I'm Brian Whitmore, and this was a vertical video.